Have you ever wondered who the most heavily guarded presidents and world leaders in the world are? Like many celebrities, world leaders have their own security watching over them due to their power. In this video, we'll take you on a journey to explore the world's top 10 most heavily guarded presidents. From Russian President Vladimir Putin to US President Joe Biden, we'll uncover the elite agencies and specialized security forces responsible for protecting these world leaders. So if you're curious to know who made a list, make sure to hit the subscribe button and join us for this exciting journey. Let's dive right in. Coming in at number 10, we have none other than Hassanal Bolkiah, the Sultan of Brunei. Did you know that the Sultan of Brunei, Hassanal Bolkiah, is considered above the law? That's right, and to ensure his safety, he has a high level of protection and security managed by the Royal Brunei Police Force and the Royal Brunei Armed Forces. His security detail is likely to be large and includes armed guards, security vehicles, and advanced surveillance equipment. The Sultan's residence, the Astana Nurliman, is heavily guarded and is one of the largest residential places in the world. Unsurprisingly, the Sultan is one of the world's wealthiest individuals and has significant financial resources to invest in his personal security. As the Minister of Defense and Finance, he holds the highest posts in the country, making him a high-value target. And moving on to number 9, let's turn our gaze to the bustling democracy of India, home to one of the world's most heavily guarded leaders, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. His security is managed by the Special Protection Group, SPG, a specialized security force responsible for protecting high-level officials, including the Prime Minister. The SPG is composed of personnel from various security agencies and is trained to handle a range of security threats. The Prime Minister will likely have a large security detail, including armed guards, security vehicles, and advanced surveillance equipment. His residence, 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, is heavily guarded by the SPG and other security forces. The Special Protection Group also carries out routine security assessments at locations where the Prime Minister is expected to participate in public events. According to some resources, Modi spends around $76 million on security alone per year, which is $10 million more than ever before. With all this in place, it's clear that the Indian Prime Minister takes his security very seriously. And now, on to number 8. We find Benjamin Netanyahu, the controversial Prime Minister of Israel, is also on the list as one of the planet's most heavily guarded and protected individuals. This is mainly due to the country's top-class security, and one example of this is the Iron Dome program that showcased the ability to destroy short-range rockets and artillery. Netanyahu's protection and how it's executed are simply out of this world. In addition to physical security measures, he's likely to have access to advanced technology and intelligence services to monitor potential threats and ensure safety. Israel is known for its security and defense technology expertise, which is likely to be utilized in protecting its leaders, including Netanyahu. Our countdown continues, and at number 7, we enter the realm of royalty and power, taking us to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud, is no exception when it comes to being one of the most heavily guarded world leaders out there. His security is managed by the Royal Guard, which is responsible for the security of the Saudi royal family. The Royal Guard is a well-trained and well-equipped security force that protects the Crown Prince and other members of the royal family. Salman has centralized the strength of his military and private agencies by investing over $20 billion since he came to power. This security force consists of thousands of private individuals who are there to protect him when their technological security measures are not enough. It's worth noting that Saudi Arabia is known for its strict security measures, particularly for high-profile individuals like members of the royal family. Now, at number 6, our expedition takes us to the romantic and culturally rich nation of France, where we encounter President Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron, the President of France, is safeguarded by the GSPR, Groupement de Sécurité de la Présidence de la République, which is a specialized unit of the French National Police accountable for securing the safety of the president and other high-ranking officials. The GSPR is composed of personnel from various security agencies and is trained to handle a range of security threats, including conducting regular security checks at venues where the president is scheduled to attend in the future. Moving swiftly along our countdown, we arrive at number 5, where we delve into the fascinating world of Turkey and its enigmatic leader, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. According to many sources, the president of Turkey, Erdogan, has one of the most hardcore protections out there. He has his private security group of 60 loyal bodyguards called the Mustachers, who are solely concerned with protecting their leader. In addition to the country's protection services, the 60 men who provide personal security are also managed by another 100 Turkish security officials. All of them are there to protect him, with everything adding up to a sum of $500 million invested in the overall military of the country, and some private agencies that work exclusively for him, and those close to him, who holds a lot of power. And now, we arrive at number 4, taking us to the secretive and isolated nation of North Korea, where we encounter the enigmatic figure of Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un. The Supreme Commander of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, is quite an interesting character, with his intentions of making the country one of the most controlled societies in the world. His security is as strong as steel, and the number of individuals accompanying him is not as important as how well organized they are. The individuals around him are always perfectly coordinated, and it's not surprising that he only has a few super soldiers watching his back, solely loyal to him. He also has a private army of around 110,000 soldiers ready to guard him. This elite unit is called the Supreme Guard Command, and essentially serves as Kim's highly trained personal army, which is directly and completely dependent on him. Being one of the top leaders in the world, Kim's security detail is taken very seriously, making him one of the most heavily guarded leaders of a country. As our countdown reaches its climax, we now turn our attention to the powerhouse of the East, China, and its paramount leader, President Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping is a well-guarded individual protected by an elite guard unit called the Central Security Bureau, one of the most secretive organizations to date. It's interesting and shocking to note that he's the person with the highest number of attacks and attempts in his life. However, with the plethora of guards around him, he managed to survive all of them, which is why he's on the list. He has a serious number of personal bodyguards protecting him every step of the way, joined by secret security corps that use helicopter drones to keep Xi Jinping safe. In addition to physical security, he also has a number of individuals dedicated to cybersecurity, ensuring that his online presence is also protected. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached number 2 on our list, and it's none other than the leader of the free world, President Joe Biden of the United States. As the President of the United States, Joe Biden comes with a lot of perks regarding the security side of things, putting him at an instant advantage as he has a security team solely dedicated to his protection. Today, Biden has one of the most organized, well-trained, and powerful security services. The Secret Service is a highly trained and specialized security force equipped with advanced technology and equipment to protect the president. The Secret Service is famous for its black suit, earpiece, red tie, and sunglasses, and it includes a group of highly skilled military members and world-class Navy SEALs. Biden is likely to have a large security detail that includes armed agents, counter-assault teams, and tactical units. The residence of the President of the United States, commonly known as the White House, is extensively secured and recognized as one of the most safeguarded sites in the nation. On top of probably having the most advanced cybersecurity in the world, something the United States has invested in over the last couple of years, Biden's security is taken very seriously, and measures have been taken to ensure his safety both inside and outside of the White House. And now, at the pinnacle of our list, we unveil the ultimate guardian of power and influence. Securing the top spot is none other than the indomitable Russian president, Vladimir Putin. The number 1 spot on this list goes to Vladimir Putin, who's not only the president of Russia but also probably the most powerful man in the world, hence the high level of security he has around him. His possession of the largest nuclear weapons arsenal only adds to his importance and therefore his security. The Russian government remains firm in revealing information about this elite agency that protects the number 1 body. Putin's security is managed by the Federal Protective Service, FSO, which is responsible for the security of the president and other high-level officials in Russia. The FSO consists of a group of highly trained individuals who went through hell to get there. The Kremlin, official residence of the President of Russia, and the White House mentioned earlier, are believed to be among the world's most secure buildings. As for Putin's private security, there's not much detail to be shared outside of the fact that they have been so successful that they have managed to keep Putin, the most protected man on earth, alive for so many years. And that's it for our list of the 10 most heavily guarded presidents and world leaders in the world. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and hit the subscribe button for more exciting content. Thanks for watching.